Hello everyone, today's video is about Skyline. Let's skip some backstory first though. One of the bigger, older heroes was Phoenix Jones. He was arrested and now he is a supervillain. So, I feel like that might be important later on if people call back to him, just so you know the context of Phoenix Jones, because he was one of the bigger, heroes. He had TV shows, comic books, games. I think he was in some games. Like, he was in this stuff, right? And he was definitely in the media as well. He was very big. I think his home was Chicago. I think. Don't quote me on that. But he is now an old tale turned evil. And one other thing is the Batman clips. So Batman was spotted in a city council meeting. He was telling them not to give resources to ICE, which is pretty reasonable right now because ICE can't stop killing people for some reason. I don't know why. I don't want to question it too much, just because I know they'll get justice eventually for what they're doing. But this superhero we're talking about today is Skyline. And you're like, superhero? Isn't that like the point of the video? And yeah, it is. It is the point of the video. So just relax for a second, all right? And so people have the common misconception that superheroes are superpowered heroes, right? Yeah. But that's not true. Well, it doesn't have to be true anyway. Super can mean something like good, pleasant, right? And hero can, be as simple as just being given the title or doing courageous acts or like heroic acts, being brave, helping people out. And is Skyline a superhero? Honestly, yes. Okay, that's the end of the video. I'll see you guys later. Oh, you want to know why? Okay. I mean, it's pretty simple. Skyline is pleasant or good because he is helping people out. He's giving them food. He is walking them down the streets at night. He's talking to people. He's helping them out, getting to buses, as he's been shown in media doing. And for the heroics, he was given the title of a hero multiple times already, probably by thousands. And he is also doing heroic acts or being courageous and otherwise. Okay, that's the actual end of the video. Oh, you're still here? Okay. Skyline is pretty awesome, I'd say. I'm glad that he's getting public attention. He's doing good things and he wants to do it full time, which also comes with a set of problems as well, which is one, you can't be a hero full time without someone funding, backing you, or making money somehow through it. And he could do a business with merchandise of him selling like Skyline, plushies, comics, stuff like that, which would be smart. He could go down content creation, which would be kind of bad. And also, the last thing is being funded by an individual or entity. And so, with the individual entity, I think it could be good. I think it could be quick. I think it could be bad, right? So, why it could be good is he wouldn't have to worry about working that full time job and trying to balance out being a hero. It'd be quick, probably, because they could just, throw a fat stack of cash at him and call it a day. And why it could be bad is just because some people don't have the right motives, and if someone is funding you, it's not always for good things, and they might use them for either to get more money, which is the smartest and makes the most sense, or they want him to do, bad things eventually. Talking about him like he's actually like a superhero, like he's gonna start like blasting lasers at you. It doesn't matter. The other route is content creation, which would be kind of icky because he's now doing that full time, right, as his, you know, like source of income, which would bring into question his morality and his ethics behind why he is being a superhero, right? Is it for the fact that, or it kind of gives him a split personality, or like a split way of thinking because he has to do this both as a job and as something he loves to do, right? Which is a problem because when does it a job and when is it him being a hero, right? Because if he's just doing it to be a hero, he's being a hero. If he's doing it for his job, then he's doing it for the money, the views. He has to, right? And you can have your cake and eat it too. And technically, that's what I'm assuming he would do if he was going to do that, or it'd be run by someone else who would just capture like not fake videos, or he'd capture it. I'm not trying to accuse him of anything like that. Um, and then the last route that he could go is merchandising or merchandise, right? Which would, I think, be the most beneficial for him and also for the public, because I think that boosting Skyline as a hero could be good as a kind of like a deterrent. You know, you see that in a lot of fiction, um, where because of the big bad people, people are scared, and then if there's a super cool guy, they're less scared, right? Because they're like, oh, they'll protect us, right? Which I think could be good for Skyline. You know, he doesn't obviously have superpowers, but it doesn't fucking matter. And it's also really adorable. You know, he's doing what he wants. You know, he's helping out people. It's just adorable, ain't it? And he does have that. You know, he does have that backstory of being abandoned by his parents. So he's almost all the way there, I think. But yeah, quick video. I just want to talk about it. I thought what he's doing is awesome, and I'm liking that everyone is backing that. Let me know if you like my new content, more commentary based stuff or not, and I will respond accordingly. Thank you.